So with that being said, we're going to get straight into a reaction video, but this reaction video is a little different. It's going to test my common sense. Supposedly 90% of people that literally do this fail. Let's see if I'm going to be a little different or you know, just a little bit. And then I also feel like my lips are mad chapped, y'all, so.
90% of people fail this common sense test. It
We're not
looks
gonna be
like
those people.
common sense isn't so common, because according to research, 90% of adults get these questions wrong, yet kids do just fine. That's because grown-ups overcomplicate things while children use their common sense and don't overthink. So follow their lead and let's start.
Alright, let's see.
1. Which word would you use if you needed to describe a person who doesn't have all their fingers on one hand? You have 10 seconds to come up with the correct adjective.
Well, I don't even, what the fuck? What do you mean who doesn't have their fingers all in one hand? They got no fingers, no hands. They got only one, what? Damn, what is it?
You should just call this person normal. I don't know about you, but I have all 10 of my fingers divided onto 2 hands with 5 on each.
Bro, what?
2.
Bro,
Alright, we tested your anatomy. Now,
That was dumb as hell. They should at least give you multiple choice answers. Like, how am I just supposed to say the person's normal? You just said they got no hands on one of their, they got no fingers on this hand. Clearly, not to be like they're not normal, but like, they're missing something. Like, obviously they're normal because like they're a human being. Like, we all bleed the same blood and shit. But it's like they're still missing something. So they go into a different category, if that makes sense. But you know what? Okay.
some
'Cause
geography.
I don't think that's common sense. That was just dumb.
If a plane crashes right on the border between Canada and the United States, where should they bury the survivors? Whoa, are you...
Oh, I know this answer. They crashed. There's no there's no people dead, so they don't. Where should they bury the survivors? If they survive, they're not dead. So why would you bury people that are alive? You going to jail if you bury people alive.
supposed to know international aviation laws or something?
Nah,
Well,
it's not
take
about
10
that.
seconds to figure it out.
I already know this one, y'all. They can't trick me on this one. It says, where should they bury the survivors? Survivors. Who buries survivors? And if you do that, they didn't like y'all because you're getting buried alive.
Have you made up your mind? Canada? USA?
Neither.
But are you 100% sure they bury the survivors?
That's
3.
like you emphasize
Okay,
survivors.
how about this one? Imagine that you just entered a pitch black room. There's an oil lamp, a newspaper, and some kindling wood inside the room. But you only have one match. You have to make a tough choice. What will you light first?
Wait, what? You have only one match. You have to make a tough choice. What will you light first? Wouldn't you light the lamp? So that way the lamp can give you continuous light instead of lighting the newspaper. Because if you light the newspaper, what happens after the newspaper runs out? Either there's going to be a fire in the dark room and then you ain't going to be able to see flames in darkness. Like, and that goes through. I just feel like you would light the lamp, right? I think the lamp.
The oil lamp is definitely a good choice, but still incorrect. First of
Really?
all, you'll need to light the match.
That was dumb. I just.
4. Mrs.
What do you mean you need to light the match? I thought when you rub it against something, it literally like. Oh, he's right. You literally gotta rub the match against something to then light it, to then light something else. Clearly, I don't use matches. It's called a fucking lighter. It's the 21st century.
Mrs. Brownie, despite her name, loves the color pink. Her bungalow is decorated entirely in the bubblegum color. Pink carpet,
That's crazy.
furniture, curtains, even the walls are pink. So
Oh.
what color do you imagine the stairs are?
Is it stupid to say pink?
Perhaps if there were stairs, they would most likely be pink, but bungalows just have one floor.
Okay, first of all, I just feel like some of this shit isn't common sense because I've never heard of a bungalow in my life. Okay? That's one. I don't know who has ever heard of a bungalow, but I've never have. And Where do bungalows even be at? You know what? I live in an apartment or a house. You know, an apartment, you still gotta walk upstairs to get to the house. You feel me? And even if it's like 3 steps, you know, you still gotta walk on the floor. You still gotta take steps. Yeah.
No stairs needed.
The fuck is a bungalow?
5. One day, a man got caught in the pouring rain. Unfortunately, he had no umbrella or hat or anything else he could use to stay dry. Yet, not a single hair on his head got wet. How so?
He used a hoodie? Didn't he just put his hood over his head?
The answer is so simple, you'll want to slap yourself for not thinking of it. The man was bald.
How is this common sense?
6. How can it be that every single person in a plane crash died, but 2 people survived? This is a straight up paradox, and you have only 10 seconds to explain it.
How can it be that every single person in a plane crash died, but 2 people survived? If everybody died, how did 2 people survive? They're all dead.
The thing is that those 2 survivors were married. Every single person. Ah, I see what they did there.
Yo. Not to be this person, y'all, but this test is gonna get on my nerves. That wasn't even funny. They said every single person died, but the last 2 people didn't die because they were married and not single. Like, how is that common sense, bro? Please tell me, like, what the fuck? That's reading in between the lines at that point.
7. Time for a tricky one, so be very attentive. What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with?
Your mouth? Wait, no. Wait. What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with? What do you sleep? Well, you sleep on your bed. You can sit on your bed and brush your teeth with. You can't brush your teeth with your bed, though. Fuck. Oh, is it your hands? Yeah, guys, I had to pause that.
A bed, a chair, and a toothbrush. Common sense, remember? Don't overcomplicate.
In my defense, I literally said a bed. I didn't say a chair because you could low-key sit on your bed. I've done it multiple times while doing homework. And I thought they all needed to use the same thing. So I just, yeah, bro.
Okay, thanks.
This is going to piss me off. Like, this is not even fun.
8.
This is just stupid.
In some months, there are 31 days. In others, there are 30. But how many months have 28 days? Come on, you know this one. You've got 10 seconds to remember.
Is it February? Wait, all months have 28 days. Is that what it's trying to say? Because all months have 28 days. If not, it's February. February for sure got 28 days. 29 with a leap year.
So, is it just one? February, right? Nope.
No, it's all of them.
The answer is actually 12.
Yes.
All 12 months have 28 days. Press the like button if you got that one.
I did. I got that one. I felt accomplished.
9. A man dressed in all black from head to toe was walking in the middle of the road. All of a sudden, a huge black car with its headlights off came around the corner and screeched to a halt not to hit him. How on earth did the driver of the car see the man in black? And 10 seconds on the clock. If you need more time, just pause the video.
I'm gonna just assume the lights. He saw it with the lights. His lights
well,
on the car.
It's kind of hard not to notice a man dressed completely in black during the daytime.
When did I say it was during the day? Hold up. Go back. You know why? It never specified day or night, but I assumed it was nighttime because the person had their headlights on. Oh no, all of a sudden with its headlights off. Yeah, I didn't read it good enough. Yeah, that's my fault. Okay. I can see I was wrong there. Okay.
Not to notice a man dressed completely in black during the daytime.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that. Okay. I'll give you that. That was kind of common sense.
10.
Read it better.
There were 3 highly important rooms in the house of an extremely important man. One room was filled with valuable secret documents. The second one was full of money. And in the third room, the man kept expensive jewelry. But one day, an arsonist set the house on fire and all the highly important rooms burst into flames. Which of the rooms did the police start to extinguish the fire first and foremost?
All of them at the same time? The building?
You can debate the philosophical stuff later, but let's get one thing straight. The police don't put out fires. That's what firefighters do.
Yeah, I'm failing this fucking test. That was common sense. Police don't put out fire. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. Police do not put out fires. Firefighters. Yep, I can see how people fail this test. I think I failed it more than 90%. Got 2 questions right out of like 11.
What's the biggest problem with snow boots? That's a pretty random question. Still, take 10 seconds to think of your complaints about this winter weather must-have.
What's the biggest problem with snow boots? I'ma just say nothing. Like, I don't... The fuck? I don't know. Like, yo, this is starting to stress me out. I don't know.
Snow boots melt as soon as you take them home or spring comes. Oh.
This dude's stupid. I'm so sorry, but when you think of snow boots, aren't you thinking of like snowshoes? Like, I'm thinking actual boots. Why the fuck would my actual boots melt? I'm not thinking I'm gonna make a boot out of snow. That just doesn't make any sense. If I make a boot out of snow, wouldn't my feet be cold? Why would I want to put my foot in a boot that's made out of fucking snow? Like, bro, what? No. No.
Oh, because these ones are made of snow. Gotcha. 12. How do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator?
You don't. Giraffes don't belong in refrigerators. If he doesn't say that, I don't know what the hell he is gonna say. I'm gonna tell you that straight up.
So here's exactly how you do it. You open the fridge and put the giraffe inside. Then, it's better to close the door so you won't let the cold out. This question in particular shows if you tend to overcomplicate things.
By me saying you don't put the giraffe in the refrigerator, I just feel like I was thinking about animal rights. That's just fucked up, man. Putting a giraffe in a refrigerator. And you're talking about me and my common sense? It should be common sense not to do that. What happened to the animals? Like, he's picking and choosing, bro. He's picking and choosing when the common sense is common sense and when it's really not.
13. Now, how do you put an elephant in a fridge?
Bro, what he just said, oh, you just put the elephant in the fridge. Well, that's what he said for the giraffe. You just put the giraffe in the fridge. I'm gonna say, you know what? I guess you either put the elephant in the fridge or you don't.
All right. Listen carefully.
You don't.
Open the fridge.
You don't because
the poor frozen giraffe out. Put the elephant in and close the door. If you remember the giraffe, you're good at thinking about repercussions of your actions.
In my defense, I did remember the giraffe. But if we're being technical, wouldn't it be common sense and be like, oh, you can't put it in there because the giraffe's already in there? Or, like, there's just so many ways you go about it. You could say that, too, or you can be like he said, take the giraffe out and put the elephant in, which I low-key mentioned, you just put the elephant in. I didn't say take the giraffe out because, like, I just assumed it would be out. You feel me? Or 3, which I previously mentioned, animal abuse. Don't put none of them in the refrigerator. What the hell? Like...
14. Noah builds one more ark and invites all the world's animals to join him. Every single animal gets on board, except for one. What animal doesn't board the ark?
They all board. I'm gonna just say they all board. Because why would one animal be left out?
It's the elephant, of course. It's still in the fridge. Poor thing.
How is this fucking common sense?
Very nice.
How am I supposed to know they piggyback of each other? What the fuck? Nah, bro. This is so fake.
15.
This is so fake.
When you come upon a river, you have to cross it, but you know that crocodiles dwell in rivers there.
This is so fake.
How can you reach the opposite side without becoming a crocodile's dinner?
I don't know, take a different path. Jump over them. I don't know.
Don't worry. Just swim across the river. There's no danger. All the crocodiles are on Noah's Ark. Did you figure this one out? If so, it shows you can quickly learn from your mistakes. Which question baffled you more than the others?
Bruh, how is this common sense? How is this common sense? Please tell me how this is common sense. Like, that shit was not common sense. And then on top of that, it's picking back of other shit that it already shows you. And it only does that closer to the end because in the beginning half of the video, it wasn't doing that. Like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. I don't care what anybody says. That's not common. It's not common sense.